Hello and welcome back to Flatwood Acres with House of Doggus. I'm your host Doggus, and today, as before, we said we were going to talk about Autodrive. Autodrive is one of those great features that I love in the game that allows you to do many things, many things. But I also want to show you a few other things. I want to show you guys that yeah, if you haven't noticed, the graphics have gotten better. And the reason why the graphics have gotten better is because I actually got my computer. I actually went to Texas for a wedding, really kind of Texas, Louisiana, and yeah, I went back to my state, and I got my old computer, and now I'm actually have better graphics, and I can give a better stream and a better quality video. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I hope you guys are too. So the last time that we were here, we actually did not have many of these fields done, but during that time I actually did quite a bit. So let's just kind of jump right into Autodrive. Am I in the way of this guy? Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Go. Okay, so let's get into our little New Holland here. So last time I did not have anything set up with Autodrive, and I just want to kind of show you guys exactly what has happened with Autodrive. If you notice here, these lines are all basically lines connecting to waypoints. In the blue line there, that is actually connecting to waypoints. Every single waypoint that you see, those are little places that I have driven to put the waypoints there. Now you'll notice that not all of them are straight, and we'll see why that is here in just a little bit. But just so that we can see, over here on the right hand side where it does say Autodrive, what we can do is we can actually select our several different places that we want to Autodrive to. And let's just say we want to drive to the bakery, we want to drive to Wilson's Grain. If we open that up, we can see, let me turn this off, and yeah, we can leave course play on. But we can see Wilson's Grain is up to the north, and we have the bakery down to the south. We also have Flatwood Grain, and that's going to be down to the south as well. So all of these places that you see here are places that I've already set up. It took me quite some time to do it, but the good thing I like about it is that you can easily transport it. It's just an XML, and this XML you can easily transport from one person to another. So once this is all set up, and if anybody wants to have the XML, I can basically give them the XML, which is really cool. I like that about it. So just to give you an example, let's see here. The bakery is down south, is where I stay. Switch 4 lanes, and we're gonna have this tractor drive to the bakery. Basically, there he goes. There's nobody in there, but you know, it's okay. I mean, with automated driving nowadays, yeah, you can definitely have a tractor driving automated. I mean, that's probably one of the easiest things that you can do with automated driving. I mean, forget having to deal with traffic and all of that stuff on a farm. I mean, there's not really that much traffic, around. Just saying, like during my trip to Texas and Louisiana, I mean, I did a little farming simulator research. If you want, you can go to the Twitter page, or you can also go to the Facebook page, and you can see a picture I posted where I am standing in basically in a field, and you will see that it is basically plowed, and it is growing some crops. So that is pretty neat. So what I'm doing is I'm actually going over here to the shop. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to open up the debug mode. And the debug mode is where you can really see all of the waypoints and things like that, and it makes it so much easier, or that's really kind of the only way you can kind of adjust and edit things when it in Autodrive. It looks as though I do not have the recalculate on, but that's okay. We can turn that on. I'll cut and I'll show it to you. But here's the shop, and whenever I want to buy something, I will definitely come here to the shop. But if you notice, there is nothing set up here at the shop. And so what we're going to do today is we're actually going to set up a Autodrive to this shop. But before we do that, I think we need to make a little money because we're getting kind of low. I turned on the liquid fertilizer, and if you see there, the other tractor made it to the farm. I turned on the liquid fertilizer. I hired somebody to do field 20, and they are really sucking away in our money there. So I think we need to make a little bit of money. But before we do that, just to kind of show you that the person made it to the bakery, we'll go here and we'll see that this tractor did actually make it to the bakery, which is really, really neat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to send them back to the farm. They don't need to be at the bakery, and I need them back at the farm for something, I'm sure. So here they go. Started them up, and they're going back to the farm. And I can switch up to whoever I want, and I can open up my map, and I can see where this tractor is now heading back to the farm. Isn't it lovely? It's just lovely. So with all that being said, I want to try to get a few things set up here. I want to get a few things set up. I want to, let's see, where is my, okay, there it is. I want to go ahead and I want to seed some of these fields. I want to cultivate, and I want to seed, and I want to start growing some crops. I want to get the automated stuff going while I sell. So let's get this attached. There is nothing, there's no seed in there. So what we'll do is we'll go over here to our seed and we'll purchase some seed. We'll go ahead and fill it up. Fill it up. So you see that the seeder there will open up, and if I open up the helper menu here, you can see that R, well, it should be R. R should allow for you to refill. So let's just press R. Why is that not working? R. There we go. I was in the wrong spot. Let me open that up again, and it says R to stop refilling, R to refill. Now one of the cool things about it though is that even though it shows that I'm filling up on wheat, I can easily change the actual crop by pressing the Y button, as you can see on the select seed up there in the help menu. So now that we are full up with seed, we are going to go plant something over here on, let's see, field number 28. These fields are really big, actually. Once I did a few things on them, I found out that these fields can take a long time. Like you notice that they're all plowed, and with the game in itself, or this map in itself, it did not come with any plow. So I had to use one plow, and that one plow was taking forever on field 18. If you not field 18, I'm sorry, what field is that? Let's see what's happening. Oh, there we go. On field 28, it was taking forever to what's going on? There we go. Again, it was taking forever to plow that field, number 28, and yeah, I definitely had to get another plow. So I got two plows. And I actually had them running on the field at the same time, basically at opposite ends of the field, so that they can cover more ground. Let me close the cover of the seeder. Yeah, there we go. Close that cover. Let's do this. All right, so let's open our commodities. commodities show that sunflowers are pretty high in price. So let's go ahead and plant some sunflowers. We will change. Oh, yeah, I should be able to plant sunflower with this. Nope, I don't think that I can. Next one up is corn. I can't plant corn. I can plant canola though. Yeah, there are certain seeders and cultivators that you can use, and they can only plant certain things, and I just happen to have forgotten that this one does not allow for you to plant it doesn't allow for you to plant sunflowers or corn. It doesn't allow for you to plant sugar beets or potatoes either, so that's okay. That's okay. We'll plant canola, and canola is a pretty good crop. Down at 3,000. Better hurry up and get this going. So let's see here. We're gonna switch over to our truck here. I'm gonna look and see what do we have. It looks like we have 10,000 canola, so we'll take that canola. And we will go sell it. And if we see there, it shows that Mary's Farm is the highest price right now in our commodities list. Oops, let's attach. There we go. Come on. Attach. There we go. Mary's Farm is the highest for canola right now. So we'll go over to our silo. Hey Silo, how you doing? And we will fill up on canola. Thank you. And now what we will do is let's look. Guess what? We have waypoints here. We have waypoints, and we have Mary's Farm in here. There we go. Let's just start her up and let them go to Mary's Farm. Go ahead and drive. Hey, you can do it. So now what I'm going to do, while that truck is driving to Mary's Farm, I'm going to set up the shop. So here's the shop. And how Autodrive works, how you set up Autodrive is, I want to just go ahead and set the waypoint for the actual shop in itself. So I'm just going to place a point here. I'll press the record button, and then I'll stop it. If you notice, the blue line is attached to that waypoint. All I'm going to do is create a new target, and I'm going to call this shop. There it is. It says shop. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead into the shop. So let's just turn off the road. I want to, if you notice here, the waypoints in between, or the distance between each waypoint is kind of a lot. And what I like to do, and maybe somebody else out there might have a better way of doing this, but I usually, and since I've been setting these up for a while, it seems like it takes quite a long time to do. But if you guys can leave me a comment or something like that, maybe if you are using Autodrive and you have a better solution of how to perhaps set this up, just let me know in the comment section. But what I usually do is I just take those two waypoints out. Those are the waypoints that are really kind of in my way, and I just want to redo them. So I take those out, and I will drive the course. That's what I do. Drive that course. You're driving that hog. Oh, look, the recalculate is back. It's good. Sometimes recalculating can take quite some time on Goldcrest Valley. It takes forever because there's so many waypoints. So I started the recording. I got a few waypoints. I'm close enough to where I can just really kind of lead into it. I'm going to stop the recording. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select neighbor point. So what that does is it's going to select the actual shop. Now I can toggle between places. I can toggle between certain waypoints. It'll try to get to the nearest ones, and I just want to toggle to this one. Now if we saw up here, it said that our truck reached Mary's Farm. We're running low on money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to set up this waypoint really quick. I back up I back up to where this blue line connects to the line that I'm coming from, and then the white line is where I'm going to. And then all I do is connect it, and now that waypoint is connected to the shop. Now the thing is, if you notice, we did just delete these waypoints and we just drove into here. Now these are not connected, nothing else is connected, and these waypoints in themselves, like all of this is connected to the full network that has already been created. The full network that I've already created, all I have to do is connect it to this network and reconnect the network, and boom, data's flowing like crazy. You know what I'm saying? So let's go over to Mary's farm real quick. Let's go to Mary's farm. Where you at, Mary? We'll go over there. We'll visit. We see that our truck is there. Yeah, what's happening? We'll see that our truck is there, and let's lift it up off the ground, and we're gonna press I to unload and sell stuff. Again, I set this waypoint up. You know, I set this thing up, and it was easy for me to just have, you know, I said, hey, can I pay you somebody like $100 to just drive this truck over to Mary's farm? I mean, look, I'm paying you some good money, and then I'm just gonna magically transport over there like I'm in Star Trek, and we're gonna sell some stuff and make some mad money. I mean, I made $14,000 off of that, and I guess I paid that guy like $100. That's kind of messed up, isn't it? But you know, I mean, I'm just saying, they got paid. I'm just saying, they got paid, right? So it's all good. What I want to do now is I want to send this guy back to the farm. Sometimes with courseplay and Autodrive, they get kind of squirrely, and they don't want to cooperate sometimes. So I have to coax them. Not exactly sure what's going on here, but we shall see. Okay, and we are back. Yeah, so I figured it out. The network does need to be connected. I don't believe that that is gonna have a huge effect on Mary's farm, but just for me removing those few connections, I believe was causing the rerouting of everything to really kind of have some issues. And so what I think that I might be able to do is I might be able to, even though those two, this little connection right here doesn't really affect the rest of the network, the recalculation of everything, Autodrive perhaps doesn't know how to get back to the farm. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go here, update ways. Let's just see if this works. Now again, this can take some time. If you notice here, the percentage here is at the beginning it goes really quickly, but as you get more waypoints, it does take quite a bit of time. So let's see if this now works, and it appears as though it does. So note to everybody, if you do mess with the network, you must recalculate before you really try to send somebody to a new waypoint. So that was fun. Let's go back to the shop. Let's go to the shop. So this is leading in. We got that going, and let's go ahead and get this connected here. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I usually lead in and lead out. Yeah, I do need to lead out, because what I will want to do is I will want to just have the whatever it is from the shop go straight back to the farm. So we're gonna lead in. We're gonna go ahead and record, and that will go ahead and lead in. We'll go ahead and stop, and let's see here what we want to connect to this waypoint here. And so we will select that waypoint, and that will come back and connect to this waypoint, and that's good. Wunderbar. And so now we have, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's right. All right. And out from the shop, what we want to do is, I think I'm just going to have it do a little circle. I don't know why, but I feel as though having these things do like a little loop around helps all together. You really don't need to, because if you just select the actual waypoint in itself, I mean, if you go close enough to the waypoints themselves, it's usually easy to go ahead and get them going. But you know, I wanna make sure that I can just do whatever I want to from anywhere. So I'll just make that little loop, and I'll go ahead and connect these two, and that works out well. And now what I want to do is I want to lead out. I'm leading out going to the right, and now I need to lead out going to the left, maybe to the right, I don't really think I can go to the front because that leads me directly into a field, but I mean, to each their own, right? Yep. That's a bit of a wide turn, but whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that works out. Yeah, that works out just fine. That's fine, just fine, guys. So I think the best way I found how to do this is to go up to the actual waypoint itself, connect it with the white line, and then come back and then attach it. Because sometimes Autodrive, in the way that it searches for the nearest waypoint, doesn't actually grab the waypoint that you're really wanting to select. Sometimes it'll go all over the world, and nothing wrong with going all over the world, but I just want to get my waypoint, and if you don't give me my waypoint, I'm upset. That's right. So let's see here. We need to connect this one going in. Man, this is a mess right here. This is gonna be fun for sure. Whenever somebody's driving on it. I'm sorry, guys, if whenever you get this and you know you're coming out of the shop and things are just all crazy. Yeah, it's my fault. That's right, it's my fault. Now what I can do is I can actually take this and connect it straight. I think that's what I am gonna do. I'm gonna connect it straight over here, which really makes sense to do it that way. So let's disconnect that. Let's connect you there, and we will just come straight back, and connect that to right there. And that is going to save us, I think, a huge headache. So now what we're going to do is we're going to delete this waypoint, because that waypoint is no longer any good. Get out of here, waypoint. You too. Don't want you in that one. Alright, so this is looking better already. I made this turn a little bit too sharp, so I really just think that this needs to go. Yeah, it does. Yep. But, you know, again, if you guys have any suggestions on, you know, how to really kind of make setting these things up a lot easier, I am so open to suggestions, because that's what I'm about, is suggestions and how to make things easy on everybody. Don't like that one. And I can't do this. I can't do this. What'll happen is this, whenever somebody's whenever some tractor or vehicle is driving out of this waypoint is so far away, what'll happen is that it'll start to do a little swerve, and nobody likes the swerve. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes the swerve. So what I want to do is I want to get to that, and here this is going to remove this waypoint. Since I really do like having that waypoint there, all I'm going to do is tap that, and that line between those two waypoints has now been removed. So now what I can do is I can go back in and I can really kind of edit this portion right here. This has been a nightmare trying to set this up. It usually doesn't go this bad, but I guess with me recording, and trying to show you guys all how to set this up, Autodrive's wanting to act up today, and that's okay. Autodrive, I forgive you. You've done so much for me in the days that yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We're still friends. So connect that. Then we're gonna go back here, and yeah, I guess that's fine. That's okay. I'll do that right there. No, I don't think I want to do that. Let's go and see what I'm talking about here. It's sometimes whenever you're trying to select a waypoint, it takes forever trying to get to it. So we're gonna connect that. Then we're going to take that off. And we are going to select this next waypoint as it comes out. And there we go. And then we're going to select this next waypoint here to connect these. And there we go. And I think that what I'm gonna do is, I don't really like this right here. That's kind of a mess. Yeah, I think that's a mess. But no, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. So we'll create another 2 waypoints right here. And what this will do is one will go one way and one will go the other, and that'll work. Again, with the curve, it looks like it might be okay, so I won't mess with it too much. Going out to the right, I think that'll be okay. If I do this, so let's connect this one. The one on the left, we'll connect that, and then what I want to do is I want to connect those two right there. I want to connect those two, and what that does is it will allow for it will make the vehicle go slower. So, and that's what I want to do sometimes, because it will really start to get out of control. Okay, so there we go. Going out to the left, going out to the right from the shop, and what I want to do now is I want to fully connect that portion of it. So now that is fully connected and going out. I'm going to connect the circle to the actual shop waypoint. There we go. And now if you can see their circle there, it's really nice. So coming in from the left, coming in from the right, going out to the left, going out to the right. So it looks as though everything is connected. Let me double check, make sure that everything is. It looks like it is. That is wonderful. Now we recalculate everything, and we will see here as it updates. While it's doing that, let me. You can't really do anything while it's updating. So it's done, and now that it's done, what I want to do is I want to pretend like I'm here at the shop. I'm here at the shop, gonna pick something up, and now I want to go back to the farm. I'm gonna turn these waypoints off because we don't really need those now. But let's go back to the farm, and if you notice there, it's going to find the waypoint. Oh, that did not work as expected. Let's recalculate this again. Let's maybe see what may have happened here. Waypoint. Let me recalculate again. Oh, I actually had this problem happen to me the other day, to where in this vehicle itself, for some reason, it was giving me a hard time. So can almost guarantee you the other vehicles are just fine. So let's go grab a new one. We'll grab a new one. We'll grab a new one, and we will send this new one. The last one on there is going to be the shop. We'll send this guy to the shop. And guess what? They're going to the shop. If we get out here, we should notice that the other guy is back here at the farm. Well, guess what? He is. We got two things here at the farm that we had come back here. One, I guess, was coming from the somewhere. I don't even remember. Was coming from somewhere, but it's now back at the farm. And also our truck that we sent out there. New Holland, New Holland, New Holland, and our lizard Twin Star is now back at the farm. Let's back this up. My backup skills are not there's something to be desired. I wouldn't wish my backup skills for anybody, but you know, you gotta do it sometimes. You gotta do it. We'll make this. There we go. Come on, we got it. We got this. Let's straighten this out a little bit. And did that work? No. Here we go. There we go. Just fine. Fine, just fine. Ran into the wall. Okay. Whew. Alright. Well, that's something definitely need to work on, is backing up. Well, that's okay. It's a little different coming from the third person point of view. And then if you're in the cab, you know, you got to turn around. I can't even see out of that seat. Like, I mean, I do have rear view mirrors, so maybe I should use those. I don't know. Anyway, you get out of there. And I got some people driving places. Let's go ahead and check them out. So, to the shop. Somebody went to the shop, and they should be at the shop. Guess what? They are at the shop. So now what we want to do is we want to have them go back to the farm. So now they are going to find those waypoints and the lines connecting the waypoints, and it's going to go back to the farm. And so that's how we set up waypoints in Autodrive. It's a great feature. What it allows for you to do something else while you automate your other vehicles to do things for you. And that, along with courseplay, has really made the game unbelievably enjoyable to play. And I mean, I would encourage for, you know, anybody that is playing Farming Simulator to try out Autodrive. And then you know also I'll do some stuff on courseplay as well. I wasn't able to really kind of get into it today, but of course I will get into it in some of some of the other episodes that we have. I mean, these fields are huge. These fields are gigantic, and having courseplay is definitely a must. I think that I've already fertilized this field, haven't I? Let's see. This field has already been fertilized. Come on now, you can't remember. Dang it, Bobby. Gotta remember you fertilized this field. Yep, so 18 is not fertilized, but field 19 has been fertilized. So let's go over there and we'll start that up. If you notice, helper B on field number 28 is still working. That cultivator slash sower is not really that big. Some of the equipment, I mean, we did get a lot of equipment, but some of it is just really, really small, and I don't understand why the creator of the map gave so much equipment. Even, I mean, there's forestry equipment that, you know, we don't really kind of need. But the tools to actually, you know, harvest and work your fields is just so small that it doesn't really work out so well. but that's okay. You need to have something to work towards, and I'm gonna work towards getting some bigger and better equipment. You know, that's what I like to do. I'm gonna feed people by having the farms and growing stuff, and we're gonna make some fuel, and we're gonna have some cows, and we're gonna have some sheep, and we're gonna have some pigs. Bacon, love bacon. Ooh, love bacon. I think I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, bacon. And you know, that stuff, I don't know what they put in bacon, but it's like there's got to be something like addictive in it, because everybody loves bacon. I mean, if you've never eaten bacon in your life, and it's like, oh, bacon, let me try some bacon. I forget what movie that was. There's a movie where a guy had never had bacon before, and there was like a complimentary breakfast, and all of a sudden, like, they bring out like loads and loads of bacon, and the guy doesn't leave, and he eats every single piece of bacon that was brought out. If you guys know what movie that is, or what show that was, I can't remember what it is. Go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know what it was, because that was a very, very funny part of the show or movie or whatever it was. So let's see here. I think we're about done for today. I showed you guys how to use Autodrive and how to set up. And again, you know, the method that I use in order to create these waypoints and things like that is probably not the best. If you guys have better suggestions on how I would set up the waypoints and things like that with Autodrive, why don't you give me a shout, leave me a comment, and yeah, for sure. I'm gonna start doing some Twitch feeds, I'm gonna do some Twitch live broadcast. I may do some live broadcasting on YouTube. I haven't really decided yet, but now that I have my computer, it is going to make things a lot easier for me. You guys are going to have a lot better quality videos, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to be still doing some other episodes and videos on, you know, like another brick in a mall, and I have a startup company that is really actually getting close to having another release for Beta 9, and that's going to be really exciting. So that's going to be all for today. I'd like to thank you for joining House of Doggus, where Doggus brings the games that typically don't bring the pain. If you like the video, press the like button, and if you really like the video, press the subscribe button. Peace out.